Hi guys, how are you? So as you can see, I've got my backdrop up, I've got my cards going, and I wanted to kind of talk to you, and let's just do a reading, but instead of doing readings how a lot of other readers do it, what we're going to do is we are going to do 4 readings tonight, and the 4 readings are going to be according to the signs. So if you're an earth sign, we'll do a reading for the week for the earth signs. If you're a fire sign, we're going to do one for fire signs, water signs, and air signs. I'm not going to focus on specific signs per se, but just the type of sign for the week. So this is going to be something that I will, from here on out, post either on a Sunday or a Monday, as the case may be. And when we get towards the beginning of the month, here in about a week or so, we will do an all signs reading for the entire month. So let's break it down. We are going to start with our air signs, and we are going to do a week ahead for air signs. So we're just going to pull a quick reading. I'm going to shuffle the cards, give my standard disclaimer. Whoa, I guess we're done. My standard disclaimer, if you are new to the channel, is you have the opportunity to change the way things are going according to thought, word, or deed. What I am reading is what I am seeing and what I am picking up from the cards, as I shuffle them and the energies that are put out. So we have a jumper, which is this particular card. In this case, this is Justice, right side up. So we're going to set that to the side. I'm going to give it one more shuffle because according to this, we are done. We are starting with air signs. This is the week ahead. Justice card first, and I'm not going to do a standard 10 card layout. We are just going to flip 3 or 5 cards, and we're going to see what happens and where it takes us. So the next card is the 9 of Pentacles, right side up. And if you're wondering and new to the channel, I always flip side to side, not end for end. So this is just another face card that doesn't need to be a part of the deck. So the next card is a Novice of Wands, right side up. And if you are new to the channel and have never gotten a reading from me before, I don't always read just specifically right side up. I will read upside down as well, and I am very direct. I won't sugarcoat, and I will tell you as I see things. This is going to be a 5-card reading. The next one is the 8 of Wands, right side up. And lastly, we have the Chariot, also right side up. So looking at this, it looks like this week is going to be kind of a unique week insofar as starts off a little bit rough. Things aren't going maybe according to plan, but they are going the way that they meant to, which is saying a lot. As time moves on, as you move throughout the week, looking at the different cards that are in play, finances are going to kind of come into play this week, but overall, I really feel like my air signs are going to have a good week financially. There might be a little bit of a hiccup on a miscommunication with a boss, and however, I do think that things are going to come through and that they will work out in your favor. What I'm looking at right now is the Novice of Wands and the 8 of Wands. So while that miscommunication may happen, do work on communicating, work on finding some common ground, because it will come out to your benefit. So with that being said, work things are going to go well. However, that's none too soon, because there are, let me put it this way, if you're planning on going on a trip this week and you are an air sign, now is not a good time to do that. Maybe if you can work it towards the beginning of the week, definitely not on the weekend, because things are not going to go well for you if you try and go on a trip on towards the weekend. Specifically, I want to say Sunday-ish. Perhaps maybe a little bit earlier, maybe on a Saturday, but there's problems. It's going to literally be one thing after another, after another, after another, after another, until you're finally just like, really? And moving on with your day. So let's find out how things are going to go into the weekend, aside from not going in on any trips. For this one, I am going to take 2 cards and we are going to flip them over. So we have the 10 of Chalices reversed, and we have the Devil reversed. The Devil is not necessarily a bad card. It does definitely indicate that if you are trying to do something on a romantic level with a significant other, I really feel like you need to just focus on mundane things. You need to focus on your day-to-day and maybe not plan any romantic trips, especially because it isn't going to work out in your favor and things aren't going to go the way you want them to. There's probably just a feeling I'm getting is like there's going to be some strife. There's going to be some arguments. It's just not a good time to take that romantic getaway. So with that being said, let's shuffle again. We've done our air signs. We are now going to move on to our earth signs. So we're just going to shuffle. Hopefully no other cards jump out at us. And we'll follow the same process. This is our earth signs. Two more. One more. Okay, so let's start pulling cards. The first card is the 3 of Pentacles reversed. Next card is Strength, right side up. Next card is the 2 of Pentacles, right side up. Fourth card is the Elder of Chalices reversed. And then we have the Elemental of Pentacles reversed. And we'll do our weekend here in just a second. So, looking at this for earth signs, that dogged determination is going to be what gets you through the week. I'm going to tell you that right now. This week is, for some odd reason, a little bit of a financial struggle. And the stress over the finances is going to run into the romantic side of things. However, that inner strength, that inner push forward, dogged determination, that stubbornness that is so true for earth signs is going to be what gets you through. It's just one of those things where you're literally going to kind of just put on the blinders, focus on what you need to focus on, and move on throughout the week. Honestly, I'm surprised that this one isn't going to take as long as it did for the air signs, simply because it is literally that cut and dry. Is just put on your blinders, focus, do what you got to do, get through the week. Let's see what the weekend brings. So we have 2 cards. We're going to flip them over. And this is a 5 of Pentacles reversed and the 5 of Chalices reversed. So here are the 2 cards. And that's going to kind of carry right on through the weekend. Just do what you got to do. Blinders on. And dig in your heels, get tough, get stubborn. That's going to be what moves you right on through. So, we've done our air signs and our earth signs. Next, we're going to do our water signs. So, we are going to shuffle. Water signs aren't going to require as much shuffling as the other 2 signs, apparently. It's taken years and years of experience to be able to shuffle cards like a normal deck of cards. Cards are telling me they are done. So let's pull our cards. We have a 7 of Pentacles upright. We have a 4 of Pentacles upright. 4 of Wands upright. We have the 9 of Chalices reversed. we have the Eight of Wands reversed. So, as the other signs, the earth and air signs, were having a little bit of trouble this week, water signs, which are typically really super emotional signs, are actually having a great week. It starts off strong. You've got what you need as far as finances go. Things are just kind of rocking and rolling and grooving in your area of things. Relationships, midweek, you're going to be fine. Things are going happy. If you are planning on taking things to the next step with your relationship, that would be a great time to do it. However, as you start to move through to the end of the week, there could be some misunderstandings on a relationship level. And specifically, those misunderstandings are going to be financially related. Just so you are aware and maybe make note, which actually kind of makes sense because most people are typically paid towards the end of the work week. That being said, you've got it as far as relationship and finances goes. Just expect a little bit of a hiccup towards the end of the week. Let's see what the weekend says. So the two cards are the Two of Pentacles reversed and the Three of Pentacles right side. So let's show you those two cards. And with that being said, that little bit of a hiccup is on a relationship level that plays over into finances, says that it really looks and feels like somebody feels that they are pulling more weight than the other person in their relationship. Communicate. Communicate, communicate. Talk it out. You can work it out because at the end of the day, this is a power card and things will work out and play out in your favor. So, that being said, let's wrap these up. We are going to read and shuffle for our fire signs next. So, shuffle. I think as time moves on and we get rocking and rolling a little bit more on this channel, we will probably end up doing still for the signs. I may break it down and do individual signs, or I may keep it to where I'm doing specific type of signs. But I will probably in the future, as we get rocking and rolling, like I was saying, upload each individually. So that way, if you are a fire sign, you don't have to watch the other three signs. And the same with all of the other signs. That being said, let's keep shuffling for our fire signs. Fire signs seem to want to take a little bit more shuffling. That is okay. Let's just keep going. I did have some music playing, and now my TV is saying that it's buffering. So, let's see what we can do. We're almost done, and we are done. Okay, so let's pull our cards. First card is the Five of Swords right side up. Kind of fits for a fire sign. Next card is the Ace of Pentacles right side up. Next card is the Novice of Swords reversed. Interesting. This is very much a fire sign reading, and I'll explain what I mean in a minute. So, Seven of Chalices reversed. Next card is the Ten of Chalices, also reversed. We'll pull our other two cards in a minute. Fire signs are traditionally a feisty sign. They are not afraid to stand their ground. They are not afraid to be that heat. And especially when it comes to emotions and money. So, right now, clearly, there are a lot of fire signs that are in some sort of opposition with their significant other. This is, honestly, it doesn't feel like it's financially related, unless, of course, it is whether or not to start a new endeavor financially, in which case things will go well. Just overall feeling. However, on an emotional level, and this is why I say that there are a lot of fire signs that are in some sort of emotional opposition. And I can't speak for all of them because honestly, there's 3 of each type of sign, but the energy that is coming through right now is a lot of emotional turmoil this week. So I do feel like maybe there's some travel involved, that somebody isn't wanting to travel. They're wanting to kind of stay put. There's a whole lot of emotions wrapped up this week, especially with air signs. So let's look at going into the weekend. The 2 cards that are pulling, which are the Hierophant reversed. Move that a little bit closer. And the Novice of Chalices right side up. So again, I told you this is a fiery spread, and fire signs especially like to do things quickly with heat. And so the fire signs are the ones that are typically the ones who will bring things to an abrupt end or an abrupt beginning. They are not afraid, like Sagittarius is like me, are kind of all over the place. You have your Aries, which tend to have a very heated response to things, a very emotional response to things, which is kind of funny for a fire sign. And then you have your Leos, who are very much kind of self-involved. With that being said, I do feel like things are going to kind of turn around through the weekend for the fire signs, as far as somebody is basically just going to be done, and they are just going to kind of move through things, decide, all right, that's it, I'm taking a different direction, and that is going to be the right direction. So fire signs especially, trust your gut this week. So with that being said, we will do an all signs reading at the beginning of the month. However, I think we have got a pretty good read on the week for all 4 signs. If there is something in particular that you would like to see that I have not talked about or covered, then please do let me know in the comments below. I will also be posting my Venmo and PayPal and email information. And again, personal readings are open. If you have ordered a personal reading from me, then they have been recorded and uploaded. Those of you who requested a private link have been emailed your private link. And the one that didn't should see your video shortly. I was actually waiting for it to finish processing while I was shooting this video. So with that being said, I will see you guys in a few days for another set of card readings. And with that, I send you all forward with love and light.